Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, after a most heart-rending, eye-opening and informative documentary, we would like to close this lovely and memorable evening with some music and songs from both our cultures, as we did in the past. In a joint effort, the Greek Communities Choir, organized by Mrs. Effie Sarizaiki, and the ladies organized by Mrs. Carol Levine of the Jewish community, will now perform two traditional Greek and two traditional Jewish songs together for the first time, right here in Cape Town. We are fortunate this evening to have as our piano and accordion accompanist, Mr. Philip Scott, who will also help us to make these songs come alive for you. Now, the first song was composed by Lino Kokotas with lyrics by Odysseus Elitis, a great modern Greek poet who was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1979. It is a playful song, and it refers to the myth of the sister of Alexander the Great, and she became a mermaid. She was unable to accept the death of her brother, and so she stopped all passing ships and asked the crew if King Alexander was alive. If the answer was yes, she allowed the ship to sail on. But if the answer was no, she sank the ship immediately. So when the question of his being alive comes up in the song, the chorus answers emphatically, yes. Yerushalayim shel Zahav, Jerusalem of gold, the colors mentioned in the lyrics reflect the physical beauty and spiritual light that hovers over this very special place. In 1967, just 22 years after the destruction caused by World War II, the state of Israel and Jerusalem were again under siege. This soulful song became a beacon of hope for the restoration of peace and tranquility in the Holy City by all who love her. The solo will be sung by Eleni Rateb.
Stand in silence upon the hills of time to hear the voices of the city as bells of evening chime. The sharp are sounding from the temple to call the world to prayer. The shepherd pauses in the valley, and peace is for those who thirsted, the ancient market square. Your golden sun that lights the future for all men everywhere. How many songs, how many stories, the stony hills recall. Around her heart my city carries a lonely ancient wall. And far away beyond the desert, 1,000 suns will grow. We shall be going to the Jordan by way of Jericho. My simple voice cannot acclaim thee, speak the words I choose. Jerusalem, if I forget thee, may my right hand its coming loose. Jerusalem shall Zahav, Leshem Yehoshech, Leshem Adoneko, Sihari, Jerusalem, Jerusalem,
Now our third song, Keter Yerushalayim, which means Jerusalem, crown of the world, finds its origins from the prophet Isaiah, who said, "From Zion shall emerge ethical teachings, and from Jerusalem the word of God Almighty." And finally, we will close this musical interval with a traditional, catchy, and happy love song which originated in Smyrna, one of the lost Greek homelands in Asia Minor. It was written at the beginning of the 20th century, when the expression of feelings was described by very strict rules and etiquette. So, in this song, the man who is in love expresses his affection for the woman who has stolen his heart in simple, graphic words. When he sees his lady love go past, his heart goes ticky 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 tack.
Thank you.